It's a very, very small group of people, many of them clueless.
Hi, everybody. It's Gene Simmons, and you're not. This is Kiss My Collectibles podcast, but you know that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Kiss My Collectibles. I am one of your co-hosts, Jason Herndon, and with me, as always, from down under,
Joe Lulich.
Lulich.
It says normally Joe Lulich. Nicholas Buckland. I've jumped the queue. I'm going up in the world.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce this.
I fired that guy.
Exactly.
He's out. After his showing on the Elder Skipper play, people were like, "Get him out of here."
I think in the end when he said skip, he wasn't just talking about the Elder; he was talking about the entire show. It was just like skip, kiss, skip, kiss.
How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good. All
Good.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce your name the way you have it written there, so good luck.
Nicholas Buckland. Yeah.
That's right. And so we got a special episode for you this time, and we're going to be talking about a cool book that's coming out very, very soon. More on that in just a bit. But joining us, and you may be able to guess the book, from Japan, and I think this may be his 6th appearance on the show.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Alain Bellicha.
You're almost a co-host now, Al.
Almost, yes. Where's my pick? Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And so this guy that I'm going to put on the screen next, I've been trying to get on this show for over 5 years. And I've been talking to this guy. Oh, I've got to get a new phone. Oh, I've got to do this. Oh, I've got to frame my posters. Oh, I got to do this. And then he gets on his first podcast, and it's Mike Brunn. Not my podcast and Nicholas's podcast. It goes on Mike Brunn first. But that's okay. I love Mike. Mike's my good buddy. I'm actually recording with him tomorrow night about a project of mine. But joining us is our esteemed Kiss friend, Per.
Hola.
How are you?
Hello. Morning. Good mornings again from the Swede.
Yes.
The cat. I have a very confused cat on the table.
What's interesting is a lot of people may not realize or think about it is, I'm in the U.S., Nicholas is in Australia, Alain is in Japan, and Per is in Sweden, and getting these people together on a time schedule is very, very difficult. Somebody has to do the sucky time, and it's Per this time.
Yeah.
It's 6 a.m. in the morning. So.
Yeah. And I've been up 1.5 hours. That's
I see you just finishing your Guinness there. I could see you drink. Yeah.
Last night one. I just left it out all night. So now it's all that perfect temp. Yeah.
That's right.
The morning coffee comes in pints. Anything smaller, don't bother.
No, don't bother.
The chef coffee.
That's right. Coffee. That's right. So on this episode, everyone, we are going to talk to these two fine gentlemen about a book that they have coming out, and we'll just show the cover here, The Demons of Rock. It's all on Kiss promos, so we'll get into it. It's I believe just doing the coin era, right? Is that what this was?
74 to 82.
74 to 82. So the first makeup period. So. People have been
could fit.
Yeah. Oh, of course. People have been clamoring about a promo book for a long time. And I know Nicholas heard a lot about it whenever he did the Hottest Brand. People were like, you got to do a promo book. And he was like, I don't want to do another book. So I'm
still scarred.
That's right. So if anybody was going to do it, these two gentlemen are the gentlemen that needed to do it. So we're going to talk all about it here in just a minute. But my good friends, I don't know if anybody brought anything, but we're going to do this first.
I'm going to open it.
Oh, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Unbelievable. So, what's in the box? Does anybody have anything they want to show? Because I didn't buy any Kiss stuff this week.
A week without Kiss.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I have a
I'm
few
gonna-
things.
I have one thing here.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
that's the only thing I have. I have apparently not bought any Kiss either.
Oh,
So I took one I bought last week. But that's good enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
sure.
One of Nick's favorite. He likes
Hang
cassettes.
on. Yeah, I do like cassettes. Hang on. I'll solo you so we can see it that big. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, I love that.
My good friend Marcelo got me this from Brazil. It's the first edition on the Beverly label, and it's 89 that somebody had in their collection. I'm very curious on 88 and 90.
Yeah.
Or 80, maybe 89 was the last one. I'm not sure, but yeah, now he lives in Sweden. It's welcomed, cherished, and welcomed.
Yeah.
It's a great piece. So you concentrate a lot on cassettes. You were saying earlier beforehand that you really like collecting cassettes, right?
It just became. It wasn't any of those things that I actually collected in the beginning, because you bought collections and you got a few cassettes and you put it in a box and so on, and then it just kind of grew. And then I started to look at. I mean, the US ones are a mess to go through different releases, kind of like the polygramms and reissues on vinyl. It's the same, follow the same pattern on cassettes.
Right.
Worldwide ones are easier because they always differ, and that's the whole thing with like 45 vinyls. Why people start collecting 45s? I started collecting vinyls 45s, and just the picture sleeves from different areas, different parts of the world is amazing thing. And cassettes is not that far from it, to be honest.
It's a weird one with cassettes. I think in sort of like the late 80s and the 90s, because cassettes were still being put out, they hadn't become this cool vintage collector thing. I think now that they're not really doing cassettes, as a general release much, they've sort of been welcomed back into the collector realm. Like you collect vinyl, but then people are collecting all the cool variations on cassettes. And I think one of the things I love about them most is the crazy covers. And I always think that's like, so the art director would have spent the most time on the flat, square, album cover, and then they would have obviously built that out later for the CD. But you were kind of left with all these designers from all these record companies suddenly being sent, well, here's the cover art, make that work into an elongated thing. And that's why we get all those great, like Japan, as you know, Alan's got those amazing, just crazy colors. It's like, let's forget about what the color scheme is. We're doing fluoro green, yellow, pink, across a black cover. And I think all those little additions, which didn't seem to be controlled by Dennis Wallach. It seemed like it was, here you go, record companies, make your own version of this. So you're getting all these different flavors. And I think that's, even though I don't collect the cassettes myself, I just love looking at them because as a graphic design thing, they're so individual to each country. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And like many of the other covers, it's like the bootleg covers from like Saudi Arabia or what's the other country? That's another Singapore,
Malaysia, all of that stuff.
Amazing covers.
Yeah.
It's not even close to what Gene would have approved in any way, or Bill Coyne or whatever. It's just do something, like Nick said, and they just did amazing covers, and nobody kept them. Basically, they just cassettes, tossed them, like CDs today, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
Tell the people how many cassettes you have.
I stopped. I built a shelf for them last summer. I think I counted then 1,580-ish.
Wow.
And that's a shitload of US ones. But US is a mess. It's really, you need to be in the mood and you need to take notes. Yeah,
Right.
it's really it's the ones collecting vinyl, and they think it's hard with the Filmworks label taking shapes between Casablanca and Polygram. Wait till you get the cassettes, because it's getting interesting very fast
Oh, sure.
and complicated.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it's a thing.
I know, like Tom Daniels is really big into configurations and stuff like that. And do you know how many cassettes approximately he has? Because I know he has a ton.
He's very organized, at least. The amount of times we brainstormed, and I was like, Tom, this one, and he went, boop, and pops up a picture, and I was like, oh, I have it somewhere.
Yeah.
But he has a scan and everything always. It's like the wizard of pictures when it comes to this. Wait,
I know.
and it comes up a picture. He's an awesome guy to talk when it comes to vinyl and cassettes. Both him and Mike are really, when it comes to cassettes, it's a good wall to hit and brainstorm, bounce ideas of. Because good guys. Yeah,
I told him, I said about a month and a half ago, hey, I'm going to finally record an 8-track episode. You got any notes that I could? Well, I know I got. He doesn't want to come on a show and do anything. I've been trying to get him on the show since the beginnings of Kiss My Wax, and he's never wanted to come on any show. And
he's like me.
Right. I said, can you share some of your wisdom? And he said, boop, sent me over the complete list of 8 tracks and said, just do this. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get Tom Manning on, and here's all of the 8 tracks. So
Tom and Daniel. Daniel. So my usual suspects.
That's right.
And 8 tracks these days. Don't get me started. I thought I had all, but apparently I don't. It's insane chapter as well.
I have a whole bunch.
And every time I see a miscolored cassette on eBay, I always link the usual suspects.
That's right.
And he goes to Tom, and he was like, I have that in blue. Okay, I'm not.
That's right.
I'm not surprised. I have a red one too, and a green. Yeah. This beige one is coming in.
That's right.
There we go. I knew it.
That's hilarious. All right, what's in the box? Who else has some stuff? Who else has some stuff?
I don't have any stuff this
I had
week.
a couple of things, recent stuff. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got this. A lot of people have seen, I think, a magazine from France.
I haven't seen it.
It's l'histoire incroyable du groupe de rock mythique. It's 132 pages, and I believe it's a compilation of the classic rock articles, but translated in French. And they put all this in.
That is cool.
Compiled in one magazine. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I also got yesterday or the day before yesterday, I bought a bunch of keychains and badges. And among them, an interesting I had never seen, or I don't remember seeing before, is a pin for Kiss Extreme Close-Up video.
Oh, wow.
From Japan. I believe it's from Japan. I didn't even know they had made one. That's pretty cool.
I've seen the jacket, but I've never seen the pin before.
This is a more down our alley.
Oh, wow!
So these are Crazy Nights.
That's cool.
Pin. There's another one here. Crazy Nights. Pin. Cool. I believe this one's for the single, and this one for the album or CD. And I got also this, which is a Hard Rock Cafe from Osaka.
Nice.
With Gene. And that's it.
Those are great.
Yeah, very cool. They're promo, by the way. So 88 promo, and Extreme Close-Up is what, 93, 92, 93?
92, I think, is when it came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Voila.
It's funny. I know you had to cut your book at the sort of like the vintage era and stuff like that, but there are some cool stuff. I mean, I remember you showed me a whole bunch of stuff when I was redoing the site. It was a whole bunch of stuff from like 83 and 84, like those pens that came out with the Kiss Army kits and the little badge holders and all that. Some of that stuff from then there, even though it doesn't belong in your book, I do like some of those early 80s, mid 80s European stuff. It's quite cool.
80s is Europe. wins
Yes,
by
yeah.
a long shot when it comes to that. And the amazing stuff. I mean, I love the stuff coming like 80, 83, 84. All the early Polygram years. That's shitload of good
Yeah.
stuff, posters and ads and displays. And well, like this, we started with this book for 150 pages from the beginning. And as soon as we hit Rock and Roll Over, we nearly passed the pages.
Wow.
And I was like, we need to limit this to, and there's a shitload of stuff that was actually deleted from the book that's already been seen multiple times. I think Alain said something about 100 plus pictures not making it. And just tried to be selective and put the stuff in there that nobody's seen, some seen. And yeah.
Just to get the wow
It's,
factor kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, otherwise it's going to become that huge. It's going to be like your coin book. I mean, it's going to weigh a ton and it's going to be, yeah, it's not happening.
What idiot's going to attempt that?
Yeah.
But it's a classic book, though.
Yeah.
Now it's collectible. That's the thing.
Yes.
That's right. Nicholas, did you have anything to show?
I didn't this week, no.
Okay. Well, neither did
I
I.
got some stuff on the way, but it's all the posts all screwed up with COVID and that, so I'm still
Right.
waiting. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, let's just move into it. So let's start talking about the book that Per was just talking about. So the Demons of Rock promo, open at once. So this is I assume, an in-depth look at all of the promo items, or most of the promo items that you could get in there, from 74 to
the one we could fit in there.
That's right, the ones you could fit. So
a lot of which are right behind you.
oh well, yeah, I guess some of those would be in there.
Yeah,
So,
there's one I cleaned up good.
that's right.
It was Jason the fast guy. It was, do you have that on? Per, the lazy one, I don't have the time to find my one. Did you have a good picture of that one? Boom. And then clean up, fix it, do. And then, yeah.
So do you guys want to tell us how it all came about? Like,
Yep.
were you guys tossing it around, the idea for ages, or was it just a long process, or it suddenly came together quickly?
My idea started long ago, I think I have plenty of ideas for books that's not been done, or a lot of shit that's not been seen. And but I'm like Jason said, with coming on the show, there's always a phone to buy or something like this, the technical stuff. And when it comes to computers, I'm not a whiz, to say it like this. So I mentioned this with the book for Alain at least 5 years ago, maybe. And he had too much going on, and the time wasn't right, and this and that. And so I just kept on nagging, basically, off and on. And finally, boom, he picked up. And yeah.
Finally,
So,
I felt sorry for him, and I said, "Okay, I'll listen to you."
No.
Yeah, but it's a lot of.
What's your idea?
It's a big project.
Yes, it was, and that's why I was, keeping distances when people come to you with ideas. It's great to have ideas, but they're not always going to happen. And I don't want to, sound harsh, but it has to make sense in a way. You cannot make books about just anything. So he came to me and said, "Oh, I want to do promo stuff." And at first, honestly, I wasn't sure what to think. And we had a meeting, and then he explained and showed me what promo stuff meant. Because honestly, I'm not a huge collector. I know a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of stuff, but for this topic, really, Per was the subject matter expert.
Of course.
So I went with an open mind. Said, "Okay, show me why you think a book on promo stuff would be a good idea." And we talked, and he showed me a lot of things I had never seen before. And in my head, in the back of my head, I was thinking, okay, this could be a book. This won't make a book. And so we talked, we brainstormed. We had we were on Messenger the whole time. we keep this, we leave this out, we want to do this, we want to do that. But once we sort of solidify the concept of the promo about album releases, and he had so much stuff to share, it went very smoothly.
That's just the thing with keep it. I mean, to do a book about just promo stuff for toys or all the other stuff basically could be done easily. But just as soon as you start, how do you divide this? Are you doing certain years? Are you doing certain stuff? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? And I mean, vinyl releases are close at heart to me, and it's something that everybody likes. And even if I like Nick's concept of a book is not for just the nerdy ones, but if you're really nerdy like me with all the little things, it's in the book and it's explained in the book. But it's all also if you just like the images and you just like the era and you want to see stuff organized within a book. I told a buddy the other day, and this is not because of the book, but it's a fact. If I want to find something Japanese, I find Alain's book. If I want to show somebody something, a coin, I get Nick's book, because it's in there. This is, even if you have a lot of this stuff, you can't bring the family into or friends into. Look at this, and it takes fucking 40 minutes to pull out a thing instead of just opening a book and look at this, look at that, look at this. You have everything collected in one book, and it's just a ride from chapter 1 to the end, really.
So to be clear, you guys focused on vinyl releases and all the promotional items that went along with the vinyl releases.
For the record release, basically.
Album,
for the record,
release.
for the
Yes.
record.
Album release.
It's just clarify. It's not a book about vinyl. It's not a
right.
It's about
basically what
in
you're
the
saying
large
that's
thing.
not in there is you wouldn't have the Viewmaster circular hanger poster because that's connected to the toys rather than a release. Is that what you mean? So you wouldn't have. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, promo stuff around their merchandise that you wouldn't put in there because it'd just be too much. So it all comes down to each release.
Yeah,
Got
the
it.
albums. It's always me going.
I don't think there's any promo related to merch or toys. There may be
There's a few side steps.
Yes, we made a few.
There would have been a few more if it was up to me.
Exceptions for.
But we had to pull them.
It's difficult sometimes to make a distinction between the tour and the album. So
Sure.
Some promote the tour, but they're the exception. There's maybe,
of course,
I don't know. I would say
So
mixing in the tour. It's it's a huge. Then it's all in. It's a mega book. Then we're talking about.
Well, you got to leave something for a second one, maybe.
Yeah.
But
it
was.
You need to print in China on that super duper thin paper. It's thinner than the inner sleeve from 70s. It's like you can see through it. The colors mix. You see the paper. That's the paper you need. Yeah.
The old architect's one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it was funny because I supplied a few. I'll tell them to the viewers. I supplied a few pictures for this. About, I think 4 or 5 was it or something for this project. But Per was keeping quiet on it, so I was going, well, "What's this for?" I can't tell you that.
Same thing here.
What's it about? I can't tell you about that. What band's this for? Can't tell you that. Who are you? I'm not telling you. And then he blocked me on Facebook. No, just kidding. But that's how secret it was. I could never even speak to him. I was like, I ended up with this radio with just Morse code coming through. So I'd wait at night and it'd just be like. So I know to set to scan that page and send it through, and I get some more beeps, and that's how it was done basically.
Yeah, he reached out to me.
I told Alain during the way. It's I think Mark Wahlberg says that in a movie with just treat them like the feds. And the other guy, what do you mean? Yeah, keep them in the dark and feed them shit.
Exactly.
It's like
that's what it felt
don't
like.
say anything.
What is this?
Can't tell you.
Can't tell you.
Yeah, and
You
when he
don't,
came,
you don't
when
have
he-
the clearance.
when he came to me and asked for a couple of photos of something, I was like, "Oh, what's it for?" And he said, "A friend of mine's working on a project." No, is he?
I don't even said friend. I think it's for a project.
Oh, it's for a
I know
project.
Alain asked me during the time when there was, did you ask people to put this in a book? And I was like, book? Nah, not sure book. I said project. Project is that's the name of the project. Project. It's not even a book yet. It's more like a project.
You're using
Right.
Jedi
It's a
mind
project.
tricks on us. You go like, this is an intro ad, and we're to go, move along, move along.
I even saw, I think I saw a couple of days ago on a post, I think maybe Bobby Caddis said, "Is this what you were asking me for photos of?" or something like that.
Yeah. And
I'm
the
like,
best
he
thing
did it
is
to everybody.
the Murphy's Law on this one is it's been bugging the shit out of Alain during the. It's not the timing per se, but if you keep stuff in the book closed that nobody's seen, and you're not talking about it for a reason, it's because it's going to be a surprise when it comes to the book. Boom, it shows up online just a week before, and I was like, "Oh, thank you for that
Yep.
one, you bastard."
That's what happens.
And it's it's coincidences, I guess, in many ways, and people just two days ago we added 4 new pictures, and it was done. It was stopped. There was no more. I got the big red sign from
You
Alain.
can't add
This is
anything
going
else.
edit. This is not going. It's a no-go. And I was like, stop the process. This is going in final. And now it's just we're waiting on one picture. I think this guy is coming through tonight or very soon. And then that's it, because there's basically no more space, and there's no more space. Basically, it's it's
You're
full.
gonna need a bigger boat.
Are you gonna?
You see, she's
What's her name?
Nova.
Aw, cute cat.
Yeah. So yeah.
So let's talk about, so what size is the book? What's the layout kind of situation here? All of that kind of details about it.
Alain knows all that stuff.
Well, the format of the book will be the standard A4 size, which is in the US you would consider the magazine size. Same if you bought my previous publications, would be the same as Kiss on Tour or Kiss in Japan, or this one. So this is an A4 size standard.
Okay. All right.
A4 size. So it's 220 pages. We stopped at, it was 150, 160, 180, 200, 204, 210, 216. And I finally put my foot down and said, this is not going over 220. So it is 220 pages.
This is it.
This is it, yes. And
The big red stop.
it's obviously all color, and the design and layout, well, similar to what you would see. Obviously, being inspired by other books on collectibles and memorabilia that have been made by other bands. So keeping the background very very basic. Because the foreground, everything that you show, all the items are just mind-blowing. So you don't really need a lot of background and
Sure.
and to overdo the design in that respect. So the pictures, the memorabilia, the ephemera is what you want to look at. So it's a very I would say less is more would be the concept for that.
Well, I think you've given us very kindly given us an exclusive look at 2 of the spreads for anyone who's thinking of buying it. Maybe he's still on the fence and you wanted to see what was in it. So we'll share one of these at the moment. Maybe you can sort of talk us through your thoughts about this and what are we seeing here?
This is the press kit, or part of the press kit for Dress to Kill, and you see on the spread the opened folder with on the left side, an explanation as to what the content is, the promo photo, the article from the press, not the press release, a copy of an article from a magazine, the 4-page brochure you see at page 1 on the right, and the promo sticker. And maybe Per would like to add more about how we got it and what we're looking at.
I think we have that would be all that goes into the kit in one spread. To be honest, the mailer is up left corner.
That's right.
And if you flick the page to the next page, you're gonna see an interesting thing between a promo sticker that 9 out of 10 at least never seen.
Wow.
I've never seen another one, because people would say this is a cut off backstage pass or something like that. Because I've seen this one on Ace makeup box. So maybe Darren has one in the UK on the backside, but it's put together with the Dress to Kill sticker to show the size. It's not the same size, and it's not the same size as the backstage pass. The backing is different, and the logo is different. The placement, everything is not like the other one knows. This is just a different one. And I think Bernard had one, the guy with the big black books. He is the only guy that I know has another one. I've never seen it anywhere else.
Wow.
Yeah,
and I put it on top of the known, the common one, Dress to Kill, we saw on that page is showing the difference between the two.
On the next page, there's also the ad slick for Dress to Kill, which also is part of the press kit. So little pieces that were sent to record stores and magazines for press to feature the album and the logos. So that's also on the next page, not featured on the spread you just saw.
Wow.
So those are all those little things that make us go, wow.
Yeah. And from what it looks like to me, it seems like every KISS fan out there is going to have something in there that they haven't seen before. And so there'll be stuff that some people have seen and they haven't seen. So I think everyone who buys this will get a little taste of something. Wow, I didn't even know that exists. I know I'm looking forward to opening up and going, what's all this stuff that Per's been hiding for years and not actually photographed? Because I know there's a bunch of stuff, because he's said there's some other stuff, but I don't want that to get around. And I'm going, okay, so now finally it can get around.
Yeah.
At least you can make money from it.
Honestly, one reason that convinced me to make the book is that he showed me stuff that I hadn't seen one after another, and it was just eye candy nonstop. Here's a flyer I've never seen. Here's a sticker from Germany.
With secrecy.
Here's a flyer from Argentina. Here's this from Brazil. This is this from Sweden. This is this from France. This is from the UK. This is this from Yugoslavia. This is this from. And I was like, oh my God, that's promo stuff? That's amazing. I was thinking press kits, posters, in-store displays, but there's a lot more. And visually, it's very, very cool. Like we were talking about cassettes and design. Well, you have that for all over the world. And stuff, like I said, when we had a meeting, that's what really pushed me to make the book.
It's a giant cat.
I like the thing with putting the asshole right up the camera. This is me. Except me for who I have a shitload.
You should add her name to your name. So it's Per and Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You're doing
well, I guess I was also thinking about this the other day, guys. It's a little bit times of the essence, because our good friend John 5, as he's building up his collection, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and sharing it all on Knights and Satan's service, that if you didn't do this now, in 3 or 4 years' time, maybe even these items would all be seen. So you're actually hitting at a perfect time before we've seen a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like I think it would all, if you left this any longer, it would probably all get out there eventually by someone else would have another copy of it. So I think it's nice to actually get it out this quickly.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like eventually it'll be seen. So it's nice to get it out quickly.
There's some stuff in there that I doubt. I don't have much doubt for John's ability to get stuff. It's the cat in the background I'm concentrating on. But yeah, there's some stuff in here that he might find. But the fun thing with this book, it's even fun for John to just flick through, because there's stuff he haven't seen.
Oh yeah,
stuff he can put on the want list for everybody. Basically.
That's exactly what he'll do.
And there's even stuff that popped up during the process of this book that I have never seen. Not that I am the almighty master, but you contact a guy for one item that you know he has, and then it pops up another thing. And like there's one poster in here that now lives at my place that popped up 6 years ago, maybe, or maybe it's 5. And I commented on that one after Nick and Tom Shannon commented on that one. And it was a Kiwi poster for double platinum, if you remember this, Nick.
Yes.
Yeah. And I saw this one when I was in passing through Wellington many years ago in New Zealand. And I thought it looked cool, but it was framed, and the store owner wouldn't give it even a thought of selling it.
Wow.
And this guy, I haven't been tormenting him, but I've been reminding him for 5 years, and he'd been like, "Nah, it's not leaving. Nah, it's not leaving." It's like you put a date on the calendar, like remind Jason about poster. And now he had planned a trip to Europe exactly the same time as this COVID shit started. And when I contacted him now for the book, for the pictures, and I just gently squeezed in, is it for sale maybe? And now it was. So I waited like 5 years for this thing. And it's one of those things that I saw the one in Wellington. I saw the one we comment on online, which is the one I own now. And yeah, that's it. It's an insane poster. I'm not going to show it here because you're going to have to buy the book. Ha ha ha.
But for the people who have seen it,
insane.
it's Gene's face from the first album cover. So if you've seen it
absolutely
on a
not
long
mint.
time ago, no.
Yeah.
That version,
Absolutely
it's got all bits of stuff coming off it. Is that what it is? Is like black?
Yeah.
Black is been screen printed onto like a foil background, and then it's starting to come off a bit.
It's very high tech for that age, to be honest. It's kind of, like you said, it's a silver with black printed on.
Yeah.
So I remember when I bought my first package from Old Connection in South Africa, and make a long story short, I bought shitload of vinyls from one girl that I met online through Record Collector, or not online, or through an ad in Record Collector, and she just mentioned 2 collectors in Europe. When I said I'm not sending this much money with Western Union to South Australia to South Africa,
no kidding, right?
Without any backup, and she mentioned Alexander and Björn, who I knew of at the time, and she sent me like a package you could drive over it with a tank. Basically, it was cardboard on all edges. Went 3.5 months with boats from South Africa here.
Oh wow!
And about 60 vinyls. And when the covers in South Africa has been through all the weather changes, it kind of peels off. The lamination of the cover, it has small scars. So find some of those double platinum ones from South Africa. It has the exact same aging as this poster from New Zealand has. You can see small bits of the black is coming off and the silver coming through.
Yeah.
So when you look at it from a distance, it looks like somebody been peeling off stuff, or it's like dotted, but it's on cardboard, and like Nick said, with a silver foil thing for in that era. It's pretty high tech for that early poster. It's
and completely unique that they used that first album Gene as well, because all of them were at that point, even that really weird one that Darren's got from Britain, at least it's attempting to use all the, remember it's got the actual coloured white faces and stuff, that Darren's got a double platinum one from England, I believe, but almost everyone uses the double platinum images, and this thing's just like Gene from the first album cover. It's such a
totally different thing.
Yeah,
but I agree. The pie one that Darren now put up on Instagram this week. It's in the book, by the way.
Cool.
It's absolutely amazing poster.
Yeah,
I think I asked Darren about this poster 10 plus years, if not 15. And I know another guy who has it, but he likes beer as much as me, so he's not on social media that much, and I never get to him.
Too drunk
he
to
has
work
one.
it.
Yeah. So maybe I offer him beers, and maybe I get that poster. What do you say, Mark? Yeah.
But I think as a slightly a side topic, and which I've always found interesting, a lot of the rarer stuff that I've picked up over the years, and I'm sure you're the same, Per and Jason and Alan, that occasionally you're doing a deal on something totally different, and the person just goes, "Oh, I've also got this," and you go, "Oh my god!" Like, and the thing that they've got is this. That they weren't even going to show you. They might just go, "I've also got this. Do you want that?" I'm going, "Yep, sure. You give me that." That's way more valuable than the thing we were dealing on. Like,
That's right.
I think I picked up those two the visors. You know, the disco light visors. I picked them up for $100 each, and they were just we were way down the line. I'd already paid him for the first leg. He goes, "Oh, I've got these two as well." I went, "Yeah." Yep, quickly. It was like hitting PayPal so quickly. Send me the extra money now, like, you know, it's like incredible. But
send me a link.
It was just like oh yeah. By the way, I've also got these. Like, what? Yeah. So you guys have probably got similar stories where you picked up something amazing.
Oh, sure. That's fascinating.
And the interesting thing when it comes to stuff like that is to see. How to explain this? I mean, everything has a value, and the value of stuff it's what gets it sold or not sold. But that's not like the main thing how people think about items, because you have a personal value to the thing as well. But if you paid absolutely nothing, and like in the reason for this book is, when I was a kid and went to a record store and wanted a poster off the wall or a sticker from the ceiling, a dangler from the wall, you had to put your name on a note with the record guy.
Yep.
So they hopefully call you and say you can pick up your whatever at the record store. And if you didn't do that, it was gone. And so all the stuff you can just basically go online these days and find. If you're not, you Google it and you find a link to somebody selling the fucking thing.
Sure.
But yeah, back in the day, it wasn't that easy. It was actually, you had to be at the record store, mark it up fast, and then hopefully get it 3-4 weeks later. And then you never paid for it. So it has no actual value. So like the guy selling the two visors to Nick, he bought them at the store maybe for $9.50, whatever, back in the day. And when Nick says, "I'll give you $100 for those," he go like, "Woohoo!
Holy
I'm
shit.
super happy."
I've scored.
And that's the thing when you buy off people that not looking for that extreme kill of making a ton of money. And that's the most interesting thing when it comes to those sellers on eBay. When they put up a gem like the Let Me Go Rock and Roll 45, and guys offering offline like if you offer $50 for 45, the seller gonna go like, yeah, I can do that. If you offer 100, he's gonna be really excited. But then again, he's gonna go like, you're offering me $100 for this shit vinyl. And
What's this worth?
get into it and Google it and find out the exact value of the thing, right? But when you see somebody put it up, I've done it a few times. I'm not a huge fan of doing it, but if you put up a cassette that I really like or missing, and it's a gem and it in $9.99 start price, and I say I pay $150 for this, it's too much, but you'll be happy and I'm happy. And he says, no, I have to let it run, and I get it for $60. And then you hear the guy say, I should have taken you a $150. And I said,
right.
yeah, you should have, but yeah, you never know. But the thing is, he more excited about seeing the thing sell at the market value instead of just in for it for the cash. And that's like Nick's deals. When you meet those people that's still unknowing about eBay values, it's a very interesting way of buying stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I've definitely picked up a few items like that before, messaging the seller. I got a couple of Dynasty skivvies covers, straight jacket covers, whatever you want to call it, misprint covers, doing that very same thing. Somebody had it up for starting bid of 99 cents. I came in and offered them $40, and they said, oh, sure, happy to sell this to you for $40. I'll pull it down right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
We all been there.
We definitely have.
Yeah, like this box of very best of Kiss in Japan that I've got 42 cassette versions of it.
Yeah.
Offered him $20 now.
That's
and I'm retiring.
if you know Alain, when it comes to texting, it's not of when Jason started asking if I come on to the podcast, and I say, could you swear? Because occasionally I say fuck or whatever. Hey, but whatever, you can say whatever you want. It don't matter. And when you're texting when Alain, it's very like, it's school. It's no profanity whatsoever, unless he's very, very mad. But okay. So,
I have had some profanity laden messages with Alain before.
It in him, but it's not popping up that often. But when I found the best of Kiss in Japan, the cassette, and I texted Alain, what about this? And usually it takes a little while before he picks up. But that one, what the fuck? And a lot of this. And I go like, I know, right? This you don't see every day. And he lose it over there. He was just like going ape shit over this. And I was like, where did he find?
Yes! Oh, yeah! Can you feel that, buddy? Huh? 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 I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
Yeah,
That was
insane. So whenever people say no, that's not existing, I have stopped saying it's not, because you never know.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
a shitload of weird stuff out there.
Learned that a long time ago.
Yeah.
From someone that used to say that all the time. So you can't say no. You can't.
Well, there's a side thing in, because I'm also a fan of the TV show Doctor Who, and they wiped all the blah 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 blah. They wiped all the episodes in the 60s and finally got them back. And there was a famous fan saying there will always be 100 missing episodes of Doctor Who, and then they find one. He goes, okay, that's it. There'll always be 97 missing episodes, and sure enough, something turns up in a church basement from a film sale, and it's the old joke of like, okay, that's it. We've found everything. We've cornered the globe. There's no more of these existing, and one always turns up. So never say never. Never ever say never.
That's right. That's right.
But that's the fun part, in my opinion. That's because as soon as you hit like, I have all, then there's nothing more to do. Then you move on to
Right.
something.
Hmm.
And that's the beautiful part with collecting Kiss, I guess, because even if I would assume myself or see myself as a vinyl guy, it's not that I had everything, but when you come to a certain stage, you bought all the stuff you know. So now when I see like guys like Valentin and these with looking for every little detail, I know what I missed as a vinyl guy, but I like the thing they bring up or find or whatever. And it's never gonna end. It's never gonna end.
Right.
It's
So many variations.
yeah. And the fun thing with it is, if you looked at a vinyl back in the 90s and somebody said, I have the Filmworks label, and I have the Casablanca label, and I have the Bogart label. And back then you had one to compare, and the other one you compared by phone with the other guy.
Right.
You couldn't show him unless you were in the same town. And then when you buy 10 of them and you put them side to side, that's when it gets interesting, because then you're going to see all the minimal differences. And how many nerds are doing that? Nowadays, a lot. But back then, no.
Absolutely.
Not a chance. It was like, I have the Filmworks label, move it on.
That's right.
It's, closed chapter. So now with social media and sharing and photos and this and that, it's endless thing.
Well, what did John 5 said? He said he always, like if he's on tour, he calls his son, he's going, pull that out of the cabinet. He goes, has it got a red edge? Red edge. I said, 2-point key line on the red edge. He goes, no, not that one. That one. It's like
he's in Mexico right now, and he just texted me a photo of a label from a Peter Criss record and said, I think this is the promo copy. Is this the promo copy? He's around the world and he's worrying about, is this the fucking promo copy or not? I love the guy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. So,
I seen he started posting pictures, and the first thing I saw this morning, very early morning in Sweden, when I tried to wake up, was he posted on Instagram the first Kiss on cassette.
Yeah,
the early on slipcase cassette. So every time I see something like this, I go like, join the dark side.
Exactly. Yeah,
you're in for a ride.
It doesn't matter what avenue you go down, you can get into bizarre. Like I spoke to him recently about, what happens when you've got all the merch, and he goes, oh, now I'm getting all the costumes, but I'm getting every size. So large child, medium child, of all the jeans, and he's doing all the Peter costumes of all the sizes. He goes, and then I've got to do it on the hangers, not just the ones in the boxes, but the hanger versions. I'm going, oh my God. It's just like, anytime you think I've ticked that off, then there's another whole bunch of things just within that one avenue. It's incredible.
It's unbelievable.
It's a high level of OCD.
It really is.
Put in the boxes in the shelves, and it goes like
exactly what it is.
That extra small box, that's not gonna look good. That needs 3 companions together with that medium. That's not gonna fit.
Then you've got your upgrades. Then you think you've got everything, and someone is selling a better version. You go, oh, maybe I could just upgrade that. And there's just you start becoming into buying the same stuff for better quality.
Absolutely, never ending. Never ending.
Exactly.
No.
Never ending. Yes.
And I guess that's what makes it fun. Too bad, bank accounts aren't never ending, right?
No. Exactly.
So
bank accounts and Kiss, they're never friends. They're never friends.
Unless it's Gene's bank account, because that's where all of our money is going to. So.
I used to say that earlier, because when you buy used stuff, it's not going to Gene.
That's right.
But then again, he already got the money back in the 70s.
That's right.
So he's still earning.
So we should throw up another spread here, and you guys can talk about this one. This is another one you can see from the Dynasty period, and this looks really good. I love this. Do you want to talk about some of these items here?
We need to hide a little bit of that ours made sticker, or the bootleggers are going knockoff.
Well, they don't know the size.
This is kind of weird. The sticker there, it's up in the left corner, right corner. It's a gem. The red flyer I got you a while back, I guess.
Yes, I've got that one. Yeah.
Uh,
But now I need 2 to display both sides. So
Yeah.
in my booklet.
It's gonna be like the solo poster from
Exactly,
UK. No, Nick,
exactly.
you can't cut it in half.
No, I've got
Now you
I took your advice. I've got 2 of them. I haven't cut it, and I folded them back the other way.
I've
So now
folded
it's-
them. Yeah.
Perfect spread in my fold. Yeah, yeah. That was because
Every time I hear
do
somebody
not cut it.
cutting something,
No.
I think of Nick.
Yeah,
Yes.
And
I think everybody does.
Yeah.
I trimmed the edges on that one.
I
It was
did it.
15 years
I
ago.
did,
15
I did it 3
years.
times. Like, there's an old saying where they say, "Oh, you fuck one go." It's like it follows you through your whole career. And it's like I cut these posters in 2006, and it's like everyone's now
damage
checking
is
every
done.
poster I sell. I go, damn, I can never sell a poster because everyone thinks I've cut it all. I
There will
haven't.
never be
I don't cut it anymore.
forgiveness.
I know.
It's done.
I ruined them. It's okay.
Yeah,
So
UK,
where is that sticker from? That top
Germany.
right one.
Everything is
Okay.
German.
Oh, cool.
On top of that page, it's a press release for I Was
Nice.
Made, and there's tossed in a unmarked photo, 8x10, I think, maybe smaller.
Hmm.
And everything concerning the release of I Was Made, basically, I think. I don't think there was anything else. Strangely enough, there's no German promo poster for that era, which is weird. I know there's an unmasked poster that people want to say it's a promo. It's a signed one, but it's basically a ad blown up. It was like a leaf letter, and it's one of those expo posters from the 90s. You can see it's a signed by Gene in big red letters, and it has the stickers on it, I think. That's a sticker. That also existed only one too recently, that somebody found a different one on with the first dates from the German tour in 1980. And there was 3 dates that got deleted, I think. So back to the never-ending story. First you find the cover and you have a tour sticker on it, and then you needed a good-looking cover with a tour sticker on it. And then when you have that, somebody pulls out a different tour sticker. And then that's when the OCD takes off. And it goes like, what the fuck? It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not healthy.
No.
So one thing we haven't done is talk about where we can get the book. So we probably need to do that. I saw earlier, couple hours ago, that Alan said, made a funny post about, the cruise is 50% sold out. Well, our book is 64% sold out. So
You have to hype the way you can.
I would. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to get it to 100% sold out. So
We do too.
where can we get it?
That's a very good question. You can get a copy if you go to the website, which is kissontour74.
Did that for you. There you go. I was very fast. I did
There
it.
you go. Perfect. Just don't listen to
Although-
me and see what's on there.
Yeah.
Kissontour74.
Although as a designer, I'm killing that because it really bothers me. Hang on.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on. This is a better way of showing it these days. There you go. You don't need all that junk at the front. It just looks easier to read. You don't need HTTP with / yes. There you go. kissontour74-83.com.
There you go.
I will be purchasing one as soon as this thing is over. Now that I've finally seen the inside and I know what band it's on.
The secret is out.
Yes, the secret's out.
No more feds.
Exactly.
more
This looks
feature.
like an amazing book. It's something I just can't wait to read. I'm very excited by this release. So I think everyone who joins our group should buy a copy because this looks like a labor of love. And I reckon I'm going to see a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't seen before. And I think so many people are going to be going, wow, and at least grab a few photos where they've just never seen before. So it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
I only purchased one copy. I should have purchased 2 so I can do some checkoffs and check off.
Oh, you can sell on eBay later.
Oh, I
Very much. No.
don't sell anything. So I hardly ever sell anything.
It's just sell? Sell Kiss
What
stuff?
is this concept?
Are you insane? I don't like this new hype. Selling stuff.
It just comes here into the abyss of the basement, and
We
it never
buy
leaves.
and it
So-
stays here, secure.
It shall
used to have
never
that
leave
as a-
Sweden.
I used to have that as a slogan on a flyer where Kiss stuff goes to sleep.
Yeah.
But,
Exactly.
it comes in and it
Yeah.
gets tucked in and then it stays. It never
That's
leaves.
great.
I know
So
Thomas Manning said that in one. He was, "Are you going to sell those?" And I said, "I'm going to be honest with you, probably not." Okay. So I just ask you in 5 years. That's a good start. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. I sold some stuff now, but yeah, most of it, too much love. And that's the key word for it. Love.
That's right.
Pear's going to be buried with it. It's going to be like a big mausoleum, and they put all your stuff inside with your body, and then roll the big kind of door closed.
It's going to be a bonfire the day I die. I promise. It's going to be like,
Just gonna
that shit and me goes into that box, and then you torch it.
just enclose you, enshrine you in that room, you know, in that building, your house that you're in right now.
But then people come to visit the stuff, not me. So it's going to be like, he's dead. That shit goes with him. It's
going to go up. It's going to go up like a bonfire because you've had so much alcohol in you that it's just really,
the fumes. Mixing with all like good DNA from the 70s in the stuff. Perfect.
So Per, now that you're you joined the technologically advanced world with the rest of us and can do podcasts, are you going to come back and do a collector spotlight with us?
I can do that. I can do that.
Because that's what I've been trying to get you to do.
If people like me. But whatever you're going to see announced later. But that Swede guy, don't let him on anymore. Not welcome. I'm not watching that episode.
I don't think so. I think you're stealing the show.
I think so. I think so. Your name. Look,
I'm awake.
That's how long it will take.
Whatever he got, I want.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Is that water you're drinking, or do vodka come in bottles?
I've got my beautiful grey goose beside me.
Oh, I love it.
I was going to swig it, but I won't.
Saboose a lot.
All right. So, what else do we want to cover? Got any?
Oh, I was going to ask Alain about the cover. Was there any talk about the image, you know, and the copyrights, and was there any worry about that? Like, how did you deal with that, or you thought we'll put this on there, and technically it's not copyrighted because it's a merger of things? What was your thoughts?
Yes, I think this is not the trademark makeup; it's a mashup of an item. So I thought it was probably, I wouldn't say the perfect, but one option of using that item, because it's a collectible, it's a promo item, and it's Kiss, but it's not Kiss. So that's why we settled on that piece. I was also thinking, my first idea was the Creatures of the Night, desk cube, but that one was a bit more complicated, let's say. So having one large piece on the front with the background ads for album releases. You can see them in the background. It's just very simple. Or I would say original and telling it without telling too much.
Yeah. And I think very smart what you've done, because as you can see, the things that you've shown in the background there don't have a giant Kiss logo. So you're not really infringing on any of the trademarks in that. There's the word bang, and there's some Japanese writing, and then in normal writing. So, you're not actually going out there and trying to fool people into thinking it's an officially licensed thing. So I think that's very, very smart what you've done.
Not Alan's first rodeo.
No,
he's done,
of course.
He's done
no,
this
of course.
7
He knows
times.
what he's doing. What am I talking? Yes, exactly.
He's very good with details with stuff, and
that's right.
I guess I know stuff, but I don't think about it, or maybe it's just me being weird. But he put stuff in the book And I looked at it, and he goes, "Did you see anything special?" I was like, "It looks good. Looks really good." And it was like, "Nothing else. Should I be anything else?" And I look again, and it was like, "Did you see that?" Oh, I missed. And it's he got a very good eye for details, and when it comes to put things together in a nice way without overdoing it, he's a king. To be honest,
That's right.
He's a champ.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No,
I mean, his books are among my favorite in my collection, and I have all of them. Even bought all 3 OBs that you released on the Kiss in
that
Japan.
you're not selling on eBay.
Yeah. No. No.
No.
So
I think
this book.
oh, sorry. There you go.
Is it me? Oh, okay. I actually said about this book here that I like myself is when I have to look something up or show somebody, it's going to be in this book. It's way better than just having the stuff spread out, because you could never watch everything. Not even John can watch everything at the same time at his place. And having a book and just sit down and whatever, have a whiskey, have whatever, sit down, read a book, have a look. You see all the good stuff. You can sit in the same space and see all the good stuff. That I know for a fact John can't do, because he needs to move around that big ass place to see all the stuff. So yeah.
That's true. So,
Or just buy a chair with a swivel on it. That's pretty simple. You could just... There we go.
Wheelchairs.
Exactly.
that's right.
I'm moving over here to the vinyl section. You coming in?
So let's help our good friends get this sold out, folks. If it hasn't already been sold out by the time this airs, which I'm hope to have it up. This is Wednesday night for me. Is it Wednesday night or is it Tuesday night?
It should be Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, yeah. So
Yes.
it should have it up on Wednesday in the U.S. So
Okay, great.
It's early still in Sweden, but it's getting lighter. Oh, that's
it is.
light.
Yeah, it was dark. So, KissOnTour74-83.com. You can pick up the new book from Per and Alain and the Demons
Called The
of Rock.
Demons of Rock. Yes.
That's right. Demons of Rock. Kiss promo items, 74 to 83. Any final parting thoughts, gentlemen, before we wrap it up?
Nah.
No.
I have some stuff. Nah.
You want to show something?
Nah, I had some stuff I brought out.
Oh,
we could
let's
Maybe
show some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Bits,
let's show
bits
some
and
stuff.
pieces.
Yeah.
This looks fairly much like a US one,
That's right.
but it's not really. Oh, look. I made a poop. There you go.
Oh, it's Bellafon.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's a German one.
It's a
I
German
nearly
one,
sold
yeah.
this one.
It's actually reprinted. Wow.
You
Yeah,
nearly
they did their own
Yeah.
stuff.
you
the
nearly
first one
sold it because why?
I thought it was a double.
Oh wow.
This is kind of thing.
Look at that.
That's cool. Wow.
It's fantastic.
This is some of the little things that you see in there. They have their own. This is good mashup, like the US stuff
right.
that we already seen, but then they have their own on tour stuff for upcoming.
Is that in German? Or is that in English?
Yes.
It's in German. Okay.
So you can read it.
Not
if
really,
you,
but yeah.
maybe.
Probably not.
I suck at German, so I'm not going to give it a try. But yeah, this is way back when the Kiss logo was allowed. Before the Germans decided to go on Lightning SS. And had their own draft of this, also American.
Wow.
Bought this during the process. That's a Dutch one.
Oh, nice.
So cool.
Comes with a little thing like this. And even they had a mailer.
Look at that.
Wow.
Never
that's
seen
really
before.
Cool. That's
Popped up
phonogram. Yeah.
during the Canada. Moves in and slays Slay Canada.
Mm.
Maybe
Incredible.
it's glare.
Oh, we
This
can
is
see
the
it.
paper stuff with a polygram photo. So it's a Canadian photo. The Germans did got this off Simon, actually, that we thought was an ad from the beginning, but during some, so it looks like the one, the red one I got unique.
Yeah. Is it a flyer? Is that what?
It's a
that
flyer where you
wow,
can.
Okay.
It's in German what you need to do, but if you do that shit there, you
Mm.
get some of that stuff if you
Oh,
like.
wow.
Wow. That's really cool.
How
So-
cool is
And I
that?
can
Sorry
read
for
the first one is
competition.
two persons to London.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about what I get out of that. The rest is German, which is a whole little different country.
Yes.
This one here, this is an interesting thing for the small guys, for the little things.
Hey.
This doesn't look that much, to be honest, and it's not that much, but it's a leather head for Kiss, and as you see, it's 1974. But if you check the address on this one, this is like the first address ever Kiss had, I think.
Wow.
Grand Central Station.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is damn early stuff. It's a weird kind of hotter than hell looking kind of thing. I think that was it. Maybe this. I know this was going into the book,
Holy
but
cow.
there was no space. A Japanese calendar. It's not 75. It's 78.
Oh, my
Wow.
gosh.
Wow. So
you see-
coming out in 77 then for 78 year. Wow.
Yeah. You see the
Yeah.
colors, like you said, Nick. It's insane Japanese design. I'm not sure, but it's superior anything else, in my opinion. I showed this on the mic. This is the first press kit, not the first, but early one.
Wow.
Also concentrating on the tour.
Right.
Same papers going in a few sheets different than the.
Oh, my gosh.
They're all over the shop on that logo, aren't they? Like sometimes they don't have the logo. Then in the later 70s, they had the logo. Then they went back to not logo again. It's strange.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it goes in
So
this
cool. I've never
because
seen
it's
that
a
before.
test press. They do a Munster, like it's called in
Wow.
Germany. But the interesting thing here for all the vinyl guys out there is if you're looking for the absolute first press, this is what you need, John. The O. That's the code
Fascinating.
for that stuff. And obviously, here's another thing that comes in this. Also one of those things I nearly sold because I'm not always awake. But this one here is the one coming in the kit. Can you see the bottom part?
Yes. Yes, we can see it.
So that's showing the vinyls so far, all the way up to Destroyer.
Right.
Just to make it a little bit more complicated, they also issued this,
Wow.
Oh, the tour dates.
which is just for the tour.
Yeah.
Which
So,
one's the more common one? I think I've seen the tour dates, but I hadn't seen the albums one before. Or
The
maybe
one
it's vice
that's
versa.
all over
Is that one? Is it?
the last one, the 4th June,
Oh, okay.
the 4th.
Yeah.
Maybe I think it's pronounced. I get shit for that later because it's all wrong.
Who cares?
Yeah, the Germans.
What?
Some fun UK joke with there's nothing more to show now.
Okay.
Move on. Like
That's
move on.
That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that stuff. That's
That's
It's
all
incredible.
I can find
That's amazing.
close by. Some goodies.
well when
And
we
they're not all in the book. Now I was lying. That all but one in the book.
Excellent.
fair enough. All right.
Maybe the next book.
That's right. Yeah. Are you ready for another book, Alan?
Hit me up with good ideas. Why not?
He's
Bring
like,
the ideas. We have a
sorry, I've
start.
got to take this call. It's like,
I just want to show a couple of things.
Okay.
It's not going to
Yeah.
be at the same level at all, but just to showcase and explain that, as you know, I've done a lot of books about Japan and Japanese items, but we still found more stuff that were not in the previous books. It's not that many, but for example, found a set of promo photos from the Elder era from Japan.
Oh wow.
wow.
That I didn't know existed, basically, because I'm not
No.
very big on promo, but we still found stuff from Japan. Per showed me items I had never seen. I've been living in Japan 25 years. I've done books, and still we found stuff that will be shown in this book for the first time. So
Unbelievable.
yes, it's exactly what it is. It's unbelievable what's out there and what perhaps is still to be found. So I was very excited when we were working on it, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And I hope everyone who gets the book will have fun flipping through pages and going wow, because really it's a fantastic collection that we've pulled together for this book from all over the world. And we had a lot of contributions from you, Jason, from you, Nicholas, and from
Many people.
dozens of other people, because it's by the fans for the fans. That's not
right.
a joke.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So so I know you've only been on sale for a couple of days now. You've already sold a bunch already. When are you guys shipping?
I originally said, well, it's going to be in about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
So I don't want to say an exact date. I
Oh, that's
thought
fine. That's fine.
we would be ready a certain date. I would say, let's say mid-March. Mid-March,
Safe.
shipping will start. Yes,
That's
without
safe.
not feeling the pressure of you said this date, it's that date.
No,
But mid-March, everything's fine, unless there's a certain shortage of paper in Japan. I don't know. But fingers crossed, everything
Anything can
goes
happen.
well.
Anything
Don't
That's
jinx it
true.
now.
That's true. That's true. Overnight, I couldn't ship to the US 2 years ago.
That's
it
right, I
literally
remember.
happened overnight. So
I've
yes,
on the
hopefully we're
vinyl
seeing the end of
side.
the tunnel of that. But
Yeah, on the vinyl side, I've been trying to get a record pressed for 8 months now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell to
And,
do. And I work for the company pressing it, and I still can't get the damn thing pressed. So anything can happen.
that's
Things
true.
to take into consideration when you're a vinyl collector.
That's right. That's right. It's
And the best thing, one of the fun things with COVID and shipping times and stuff like this, it takes you back to the 90s, basically, where you had to wait a shitload of time for one thing to arrive. I know by miracles, there was some stuff. Nick sent me a package with ads and no, I sent ads to Nick. Nick sent me stuff. And my package just boom popped up in Australia fast like hell.
wow.
His package took its time, to say it like that. I had 2-3 packages going out of Australia, and all showing on the page was your item boarded a plane on a date, and that date was set for like 3 weeks, and then boom, it's moving. So it's
Wow.
like the 90s when you buy stuff, and maybe people get a little bit more patient these days with how things is worldwide.
Yeah.
But just past that thing with when you buy a thing, as soon as you click buy, you want to receive it like hours later. It's
Yeah,
not how it
Amazon
works.
has definitely changed everyone's expectations, and when you don't have Amazon power and you're somebody like us putting out any projects, it's a whole different ball game than a multi-billion-dollar industry, right? So
Yes, thank you for pointing that out. I just
it's
want
a
to say,
whole
by the
different-
way, like I said, mid-March is when I will start shipping.
That's
So
right.
if you make your purchase at the end of March, obviously you are at the back of the line, so it
That's
will
right.
be shipped early April, perhaps.
Is that how it's
I
working?
cannot ship hundreds and hundreds packages a day. It's literally labor and manual labor. So
Absolutely it
please
is.
understand that. Please be patient. Once it's ready to be shipped, it will be shipped. I take great care in shipping. I put every book in a plastic folder. I have a mailer. They take space. They're heavy. I can't do the debit of Amazon, obviously. So please
Of course not.
understand that and be patient. Thank you.
Please don't ship it like Amazon because they are terrible.
No, exactly what I was going to say.
They
I was
are
like, please,
terrible.
not that mailer, not that mailer. No.
No.
All right, so to wrap up and everything, Kiss on Tour 74-83.com.
And look, just while you guys were talking, because I got bored, I ordered a copy. There we go.
Look at you.
Live on air, I ordered a book.
Bravo,
There we go.
bravo.
Live on
Thank
air.
you.
Technology.
You're the 1 millionth buyer. You get
Exactly. What do I get? It's like, you get a delay in postage. It's like, well, it's funny because Japan Post stopped posting to Australia at the start of COVID.
Right.
So we were locked out of everything, and they the only way to get it out was recently by paying another courier stuff. And I heard USPS suspended all mail to Australia in. So I've got some rare promo ads coming that went from the original seller who posted it, and then it finally came back to him. Then I thought it was just his post, so he then sent it to my friend Ron Buckley, who then said, "Oh, USPS aren't sending to Australia." So now he's going to send it to my friend in England, who's going to send it to me. So I paid for postage 3 times on 2 ads. So these
unreal.
2 ads have now cost me about $400 or something crazy.
Alan is
Well, it's ads, Nick. It's
Yeah.
ads.
That's true.
Pure love. Pure
Yes,
love.
exactly.
That's right. Is Japan shipping regular
It's
mail
paper.
to the US now? Or do you know?
The book will go as a letter, so that's why it's expensive. In the past, I was able to send it as printed matter, which has a more interesting, more competitive rate, but they stopped that when COVID started.
Right.
Well, for 6-8 months, they weren't shipping anything to the US. That was 2 years ago. And about a year later, they started doing letters or non-standard letters, which fits for a magazine, but it's based on weight. So a magazine weighs heavier than a letter. So that's why the price is about $23, $24. Before COVID, I could probably have sent it for 17, 18 on a special printed matter. And some countries still, for example, Italy, for some reason, of all Europe, I can ship to Italy with Japan Post. I'll have to use UPS. Yeah.
Wow.
So I will use UPS for heavier packages to basically worldwide. If you buy more than 4 or 5, it's going to go with UPS. Still issues with South America, but yeah, US, Canada, Australia can go. Europe, most of it I can use Japan Post. So
perfect.
Yes, it's better than a year or 2 ago, definitely.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
And to add to that, this book is heavier than previous ones as well.
Well, yes.
So that's
it's 220
why
pages.
It's 70 pages more ish. So it costs a lot more to both for printing and shipping. So yeah, It's gonna be
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
At first, I tried to fit everything in 160 pages because I was conscious of the cost, and then it was 180, and then we'll look at it.
Yeah.
It's way
Tiny
too
pictures of
crowded.
everything.
It's way too
Yeah,
crowded. Spread it
now
out,
what it
spread out.
becomes.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the things. As Alain is like a black belt when it comes to this. He knows all the stuff you need to avoid. And from beginning when we started, like I said, we're passing rock and roll over, and we already filled the pages basically for what a book he usually do, and there was a lot more. So then I started talking about doing 2 books, like a volume 1 and 2, because when you do a book, if you just put stuff in there to fill it up to be a book, then that's not something like I want to do. It's not something I can stand behind. And if you do 2 books because you have too much shit to put in there, then that's going to look great. But then you have 2 books shipping, and you put 2 books together, you cross that 1 kilo, and it's going to cost a shitload of more cash to ship
That's right.
it. So there's a lot of logistic and stuff to think about as well. So this is like the ultimate, up to close to 1 kilo as you can come with a mailer. It's like sized for perfect shipping.
All killer, no filler, exactly.
Yeah,
Wow.
baby steps.
That's right. Well, fantastic, guys. I can't wait to see it. I'm very, very excited. And thank you guys for coming on and talking about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll be posting that it's sold out in the next couple of days. That would be wonderful. So
I would love to ship platinum. Yes, indeed.
that's right. Ship platinum.
Ship
Kiss on
platinum.
Tour 74-83.com. It's on the screen down there. And for people listening, please buy this book, Demons
And the
of
book
Rock.
is called The Demons of Rock, not
That's
Kiss on
right.
Tour. Kiss on Tour is sold out.
That's right. So, yeah. So, Alain, Per, thank you so much for joining us. And
Thank you.
that's it. Nicholas, you queued up. We'll see you on the next one.
Ta-ta.